Welcome back, everybody, to Oxygen Not Included here in the Spaced Out edition in our Star Wars colony. So, what are we going to do today? Well, we're going to try to finish up getting this expansion here in our base of relaxation and entertainment. That is our goal. So, let's go ahead and prioritize and get some things done and have some fun for our dupes. Yeah. I also want to get that done eventually. But, all right, so you guys now have something to do. Uh, go for it. Well, don't everybody rush over there at once. I mean, my goodness, right? You just gonna stand here. Is it break time or something, Owen? You almost looked like Owen, you were being hit on the head. Let's check out our blueprints. More plug slugs. Well, that's what we're gonna go for because we don't want to take anyone else into the colony yet, especially if they're a kitchen menace or building impaired or gastrophobia. Oh, terrible. So we'll take some eggs. We're trying to stabilize power, which means we need 4 adults in each of these. So obviously this one has ways to go. It's got a lot of eggs down here. They're all incubating. 85. They're gonna hatch soon. This one, though, look, we've already got 5 adults. So this side, we've got tons of power. That's why we're going to put this in. We can use the power and get going. Now, obviously, of course, plug slugs as a power source is good, but at some point, we might have metal problems because they do eat our metal. Now, we haven't explored all of this yet. We know the bottom of the asteroid is somewhere down there. We know that the top is somewhere up here. We got lots of copper spread throughout up here. We've still got quite a bit of cobalt all over, as well as iron ore. I don't think we have... Do we have gold ore anywhere that we've seen? I don't think there's gold on this asteroid. It does not look like it. Copper and then refined iron down here, which is really nice when you can find that. It just makes it so easy because then we don't have to do as much of the heavy smelting. How are our farms going? Did we ever get... No, we didn't. We still haven't done this. We told them to do it, but look, they haven't done it. So that's kind of frustrating a little bit, to be honest. I mean, we've kind of been at that level. I mean, right now, it's funny, you know, this has been prioritized for quite some time, but instead they'll come over and do this. Probably because it's inside the base, it's close, it's easier. Yeah. Oxygen-wise, we're doing better. We're pushing this back down. We've got our 2 carbon recycling systems here, where the goal is that if it reaches this point to recycle. I mean, obviously, we probably at some point, since we've changed our base design a little bit, want to move these down here and then move like this stuff up here so that our dupes are not working in the carbon, but instead they're working in the oxygen and we're recycling it and carbon stays down at the very bottom. So, I mean, we'll probably do that. So we've got some mallow. Let's do some plant seeds here. Very good. Excellent. We did get this, but it would probably help if we target the diggy wiggies. Yes. So that they can get to the rest of that. Cool. And then we need to hook up the electricity. Oh, okay. They already did. Good. How much is on this wire? 1140. We're going to add 880 to that. Yeah, so, I mean, no matter what, we won't have enough to run this thing. So we kind of got to decide. We'll probably disable 2 of these and then run this. Because we're not at a stress point, you know, that says, hey, You should use the table. We are going to take this down to a 20, though. Alright. Well, it's nighttime. Everybody's sleeping again. How's our power doing? Okay, yeah, with just the 2 here, because there's constant power being drained from this, see, it's not quite filling all of our batteries to last through the day. So, we'll get that fixed. I mean, our other option is, hey, let's add in some more plug slug farms. We got a bunch of eggs. True, or we could add in more batteries so that, you know, I don't know. We'll decide. We still got to figure out how we're going to get up into here, collect this. Now, I did find a better design. I was experimenting on another colony of mine because, you know, the problem with hydrogen is that it comes out usually at like 500 degrees. So even if you have a steel pipe and steel vents and steel vents and a steel pump, it still breaks. But using the art of smartness, if we take and we do this, we put a thing. Yeah, we want it to be 2. Still want lots of room up here. Nope, we want 2 on each side. There we go. Let's cancel that. We're not building this yet, but we're going to go ahead and just do this. And just so that we can get across. Work on the top. Very good. All right, so obviously we're going to need to put in a lock right here. Now the idea is that we would put one here, put one here, and then eventually put that there. Yeah, that's right. But we need a temporary block here. So this is going to go up like this. And then we need to uproot these. Blink. There we go. Well, we'll get to that. But, you know, you put a water lock here. You let a little water spill out into the bottom of this, where this tile here has a little bit of water, like the mop-up amount. And then you just leave it there. And you put your pump right here. Hydrogen pops out. 500 degrees, hot, 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 hot. Hot air rises, but as it fills up the room, the pressure rises up here, it pushes it down, and it starts coming down in here, and it starts cooling down to an average about 50, 60 Celsius in here. And it can't get into this bottom block because of, you know, like your polluted water or salt water or whatever you have down here. It's not... Sorry about that. It's not hot enough to flash it to steam, because by the time it comes down, it's at that 50, 60 Celsius instead of the 125 Celsius. And it keeps the pump cool, keeps this cool because it's constantly cooling it, and you don't need to put a recycling system in. That's what I've been doing with some of my other colonies, and I found that it works perfect. You don't need to put cooling pipes in to keep this from breaking, cycling cold water or anything. You just do that, and then as a result, you know, the pump is sitting in a little bit of liquid down here, keeps it cool, keeps everything else cooling down, and pumps it out. And I've tested it, and it's worked for hundreds of cycles, not a single issue. So that was cool. So we'll get that set up, you know, and obviously that will help us produce power. We must have melted, yeah, we melted another one of these up here. Well, we don't want our plug slugs sitting in liquids. So we'll help get it cleaned up. Hey, we got our this built. Oops, excuse me again, sorry. Looks like we got everything, so we can go ahead and tag that. We still have to get the rest of this, which we'll never do, because we didn't tag it to dig. Then we can put in power. So this is 1,000 right here. So this is where I'm kind of hesitant. Oh, did we never hook this up? That's why we're not pumping hydrogen out of here? I guess we never hooked this up. Wow. Okay. Well, we definitely need to get this hooked up. Surprised this hasn't filled up with hydrogen all the way to this room, all the way down, but I guess pressure is keeping it. All right, well, we'll do that. And we're going to do this. Yeah, because we're going to take this one, and even though we're going to move it down to a 20, we're going to disable for now. Same thing here. We're going to disable this, and we'll just set it down at the 20. There. Okay, and then we can copy this and do that. We just have that to do. So take a look. We've got our entertainment recreation room, and we're going to have another one here. So, awesome. Cool. Alright. Well, that's good. They got a place. They'll be able to come in here. It's active. Yeah, you know, this potentially the load is at 580. But this isn't running all the time. So it's just, you know, briefly, like right there. They're going to come in. Look at him go. He's sick, but at least he's, you know, happy. He's a happy sick. Speaking of sickness, what does he got? He got slime lung. What? Alright. What was it that cures slime lung? Something cures slime. Slime lung, slime lung, slime lung, slime lung. Disease. Slime lung. Killed by oxygen. Yeah, I know that. But. I was sure there was something that we can... I was sure there was a pill that just gets rid of slime lung. Huh. I don't know. I'll look at it later. Figure I don't want to stare at menus. Please don't make me stare at menus. Did we get this going? Oh, we good. We did. Alright, excellent. So that means... Oh... I was going to say, oh, that means we can replace these. No, we cannot. Because if we change the time... Well, we can't, actually. We would... Alright, so after these get harvested, I will uproot them. I will put a row of blocks here, and then come up from the top, replace these with these. Okay. We have a plan. We can do it. Alright, well, now that we've got that taken care of, we've got these rooms. Wait, there comes a time that... Do I get rid of all of this? Where is the slime? Oh. Where did it come from? What did I dig up? Oh, yes. It was over here, and, you know, we had left some exposed and didn't get it sealed up, and, okay, that's not good. That makes sense. That makes sense. Now it makes sense. Okay, cool. Did we get this hooked up, power-wise? Okay, we did, good. So... Did we set these? Yeah, hydrogen. Okay, we're good. So, as soon as the hydrogen fills up, you know, it's 1,300 grams, this turns on. Okay, that's fine. Alright. Yeah, we just need these things to hatch. 98%, they're going to hatch, and then it takes about 5-10 cycles, somewhere in there, for them to grow up big enough to produce power, but that'll help this a lot. Okay, well, anyways, enough of that. I guess we just have to decide, do we keep this stuff in here producing polluted oxygen, or do we rely on these things? Well, they're creating polluted oxygen too, so... Okay, well, but that is our only oxygen source, currently. Doesn't have to be, though, because we've got lots of liquid on this map. We've got a lot of geysers we haven't even tapped yet. This one's about to overflow. Better get a door on there. Alright, well, this is a great power source. It's awesome. But I do think we should go ahead and... Yeah, we should focus on our primary power supply for the base. Yep, I think it's time. And then we can clean things up, seal it up, stuff like that. So, where do we put it? I mean, this is over here. Would make sense. My original goal was to put it here, simply because I have this machine right here, this entropy machine, so that if I need cooling, even though this is already cold, if I need cooling, I can just cycle air through here, or liquid through here, and cool the power plant. Alright, so that's what we're going to do. Alright, so that's fine. So, obviously our primary source of power is going to be hydrogen, both from oxygen recyclers as well as from the vent and plug slugs. Really quick, that was chlorine. There may be some more vents down here. It's hard to tell. We are slowly making our way down. Yeah, so hydrogen until we get nuclear or solar or something like that, or steam, which we could do in a couple places. These are our main power. Okay. So, if we're going to put a power grid up here, obviously our main conduit will be over here, I think, on this side. And then we just got to decide where to put stuff. So, we can do full power rooms. So we could do a 4-4 and a thing. Yeah. Alright. Well, if we're gonna do that, that does mean we need to build that. It also means we need to come in here, scan that. I don't really want to start putting stuff on 9s all the time. So let's try to move away from the 9 cycle that we've been on for a while. Okay, very good. Are you going to bioscan this? No, you're not. Okay. Okay, we'll attack those. There's another Draco up here. Can I use him? I mean, we got an egg in here, but we might as well just... Might as well get him in here. Yep. Okay, for future stuff, since I'm over here, I saw it. We're going to do a liquid element sensor. We're going to put it right there. Basically, what we're going to do is we're going to say, hey, when the liquid gets up to here, shut this, so we never overflow. So let's set that up for future use. And since we are going to be going in and out, I That's a slime lung. That's the thing, is like, do I want to... Yeah, that's not important right now. Power! We need power. That is what is important. Okay. So, let's see. Let's come through here so that we can get a path as well. Okay. And we're just gonna put it on a 6. Let's see if they'll work through it as a 6. Except for this. I want somebody to come up and take care of that. What do we got? Awesome. Joya seeds. Cool. We'll have to get them planted somewhere. In the base. What's wrong with this one? Body temperature? Is it too hot in here? Oh, not that. It's too cold. That's the problem. Okay, never mind. Hey, our little babies have hatched. Excellent. That's good. Now they're cramped. Probably because there's all these extra eggs. So, let's come back down into here and grab some plug slugs. There. Just to empty this out. And at some point, we need to clean this up. Okay, so we're getting in here. That's great. We did not submit our bioscan. Come on. Submit, 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 submit. I'm going to keep pushing the button until you submit. Submit, submit, submit. You didn't submit. You walked right by and left. Why would you do such a thing? Who knows? Can someone come do this? Look at it. It's a 9. Submit the bioscan. I can't do any construction, deconstruction, nothing until someone goes over there. Okay, you finally built that. That gives us our second recreational room. No, it doesn't. Miscellaneous room. Remove conflicting buildings. Well, what did we mess up? Massage clinic. Massage table. Decor item. Oh, our plants are dead. That's why. Well, eventually. Eventually, we will get that taken care of. We're going to need to clean up this liquid. They are just not going to come up and submit this, are they? I mean, errands. Everybody's unreachable. Why are they all unreachable? You're not unreachable. They're all busy doing stuff, I guess. Alright, we can start reducing this down. These are at a 6. That's at a 5. We'll reduce that a little bit. We'll reduce this one a little bit. Keep that at a 6, but we can reduce it. These we can deconstruct. I don't think there's anything on these. Yeah, okay, so deconstruct, deconstruct. Still have no medicine, so we can't do anything for that. You're dumping liquids. You're farming. You're coming up with metal to build something. I'll probably just stock these. Yeah. We can probably move those down to a 6 as well. Yeah. Okay, cool. Try to change our priorities around in places so that we don't have to worry about stuff. 5, So I don't have to see all these reds everywhere. We don't need to prioritize that. Okay, those are 7s. That one doesn't have to be filled. These we can reduce. Those we can reduce. Okay. That's better. But let's get these down too. They no longer have to be at a 9. 7 as well. There. Cool, I think that's better. Okay, so these dumped the plug slugs into them, so we can just do that. There we go. That way. There. Well, that gets rid of some of the priorities. Maybe it'll help get things going. We still have nobody in here, which is unfortunate. I suppose it could be one of these doors where it's going to say that they have to come in from this side, which is annoying. We'll find out. All right. Well, I think that does it for this episode. In the next episode, we will concentrate on this and power through it. In this one, we've got our entertainment system up. We've got our massage table area up. We've cleaned up our prioritization a little bit. That's good. So, progress. We are making progress, believe it or not. Very excited about that. So let's continue on with our progress, and we will have this colony rocking and rolling in no time at all. That's for sure. I realize something. That's going to cause a problem. Okay, cool. And more liquid. We'll eventually stop the liquid from flowing too. All right, everybody. See you in the next episode. Take care, and thank you for joining.